Let's move on now to the Arizona Cardinals rookie to watch in the 2023 season, where Ryan and I, we're going to break down why we feel this rookie is the one that you need to pay the most attention to on his overall development, impact to the team, and overall just performance throughout the year. But before we do that, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button and also ring the bell to get notified when we create new content. Ryan and I, we have a bunch more content coming out as we are still 1 month away from the start of the NFL season. But once we hit the regular season, week in and week out, we will be doing prediction videos for every single NFL game. And Ryan and I will have a fun little brotherly competition as well to kind of see who picks the most correct teams by the end of the year. So tune into that little competition. Also tune in on how you feel the Cardinals will do and give us your response on all of our prediction videos throughout the season. And Ryan, let's get into it here.
Let's do it.
Cardinals, this is we mentioned this a bunch, but 2023 I think is going to be a long year for the fans.
Yeah.
So part of this series, as well as talking about teams like the Cardinals, is preparing who are going to be the guys that we think they can keep building around 2024, 2025, and beyond. And we talked about this before, and Paris Johnson is going to have a huge impact to the team. Obviously, they traded up for him, started left tackle, but I feel like he's already going to be one of the best offensive linemen on the team. But they're so weak everywhere on the offense and defense, but particularly on the offense. Where even then, too, after losing to Andre Hopkins, like they don't really have any skilled position players, and that's why, like we spoke about this, Michael Wilson is going to be a guy I think that people can really watch. We don't really know too much about him just because he was unfortunately had some injury history at Stanford, but he came out strong at Senior Bowl. I love this pick that the Cardinals made when they selected him. He's going to be a guy I think he can come in and help contribute a lot.
Yeah, no, he kind of became the, I guess, sweetheart wide receiver of the offseason. Everybody was very much rooting for him to do well, to stay healthy, and he boosted his stock. He was going to be a 7th-round draft pick or a drafted free agent simply just because he couldn't stay healthy and couldn't stay on the field until he went out and was beating top corners at the Senior Bowl, was clearly one of the best wide receivers there. He was better than Rashee Rice when he was on the field. Rashee Rice went in the 2nd round to the Kansas City Chiefs. He was better. He was a better receiver than Take Dell, who I think also went before him at the Senior Bowl. He just has this injury history. He's been able to stay healthy so far through camp, so knock on wood that he's able to compete and stay healthy throughout the season. But not only do I think he has the talent to be successful at the NFL level, he is in a situation where he's going to get plenty of opportunities to be successful. You look at that receiving room, and they have Marquise Brown, Rondell Moore, right? Not a lot of size there. Michael Wilson, 6'2", 210, come in, can play that true X receiver role, be physical with corners, right? I really like what he brings to the table for this offense. And I think they have done a good job of matching a skill set with a need. And, I'm looking forward to what he can do here for the Cardinals.
No, I think that's a good point, too, about who's in the room, because even then just looking at their stats last year, DeAndre Hopkins led the team in overall receiving yards with 717.
Yeah.
He only played half the season. He only played 9 games.
9 games,
Marquise Brown only played 12, but he was 709. Rondell Moore only played 8, but he only had 414. So, I mean, let's say, maybe if they play a full season, maybe Rondell gets to 800, 900. And Marquise maybe gets a little bit more. But on top of all that, though, too, just without having Kyler Murray, the season is kind of a wash just in general. And it's not that, like, one player tanks the whole team. Just the rest of this team, just talent-wise, isn't that good. So it gives opportunity for a guy like Wilson, who unfortunately just couldn't catch a break in college, to show really what he's made of it. I also think, too, that depending on who the quarterback is, I believe it's going to be Colt McCoy as well. Because I know they also drafted, I believe it was Clayton, too.
They did.
But I think Wilson's style of play is going to match up better with Colt McCoy than his style of play with Kyler Murray. Like Kyler Murray, like they go and get Marquise Brown, they go and get Rondell Moore, these quick, shifty type receivers who can work in any system. But also they complement Kyler Murray a lot. While with Michael Wilson, I think he can provide immediate success because he's more your traditional receiver, a bigger receiver, as what you talked about, compared to
bigger target, bigger catch radius. He is a bigger guy, but he actually has really good short area quickness. His 3-cone drill was like 90th percentile for someone of his size. And it does show up on tape and in his routes. He breaks routes off really well. And he loses cornerbacks at the, I forget what you call it, at the break of the route.
Mhm.
And it's very fun to watch. His biggest issue was just staying healthy in college. And I'm hoping that is behind him, and now he can be the player that he can be in Arizona. So
yeah. Well, and with DeAndre gone, as you mentioned, there's plenty of opportunity here. And then in the backfield, if I'm not even mistaken, I think they have James Conner, and that's about it. Like their next guy was an undrafted free agent. Looks like in 2022. So it's just like overall talent wise, like he's probably their third or fourth best skill position player.
Yeah, and I think they still have Zach Ertz at tight end. Actually, he might be the only tight end but he's very old now. I think he's 36.
Yeah, they do have Trey McBride. He's going to step up.
Yeah,
and he'll get a majority of the snaps as well. So it'll be interesting to see. I hope Mike Wilson does well. It was fun watching him at the Senior Bowl, and so he's got a huge opportunity.
Yeah, no. So let's go ahead and wrap up this episode of the Tracy Take. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on who your favorite Arizona Cardinals rookie is this season, and let us know down below. Scratch that. And other than that, we will see you guys next time.